I'm Michael Igo, Global Development Reporter here at Devex. I'm joined today by Charito Kruvant, who's the President and CEO of Creative Associates. We're very happy to have Charito here today as part of our She Builds campaign. So thanks very much for joining us.
It's a joy, thank you.
So let's just begin with Creative Associates' own beginnings, which is sort of a unique story. You were the first the first women-owned firm to be granted 8A status under the Small Business Administration's program for minority-owned businesses. So with that sort of context in mind and our She Builds campaign in mind, how has the experience of your own firm's inception shaped your view of women and development?
This is a long time ago when I used to have long hair. But we were 4 women. We were professional women and friends that wanted to do some work, both domestic and international work. And we thought that one of the critical things in our lives was to be self-sufficient and self-reliant and be able to provide a service and be paid for that. And so government contracting was very much the way we thought we could do that activity. And at that time, the minority community was pretty involved in initiating private sector development. We applied as Hispanics because I was the lead partner at that during that group. And it was very clear at that moment that the male community of the minority community was not going to invite us to their subgroups. So we noticed that we were both multi-ethnic and diverse, and the more we applied, the more we realized that our strength or our uniqueness was the one of being female.
Do you think women bring different skills to the job?
In many cases, yes. I think at some point, all of us, our humanity comes up. And if our humanity does not come up, we better worry when the woman's humanity goes away. They can be tough. So it's pretty important to identify and to heal with them and for them. I mean, there's a nurturing part that luckily stays with women, that we see that, and so that working with that and being able to protect not only their immediate family but beyond is what allows for the rebuilding of a world that has been in chaos.
You're uniquely positioned as women entrepreneurs entering this field, but then at the same time, you have this clear understanding that what you want to do is provide the best results possible. So how do you sometimes results have to trump ideals. How have you sort of balanced your DNA as a women-owned firm that's interested in paving the way for other women entrepreneurs with that need to make sure that you're delivering what your clients are asking for at the same time?
We had expertise. We had technical knowledge on both evaluation and programming, and that was something that was critical to us. We wanted to be sure, and maybe in a very arrogant or pedantic way, we wanted to be equal to all professionals, which at that time were mainly men. And we wanted to be sure that we were remunerated at the same level. This is like about 37 years ago, so it sounds like a new issue right now, but it's been going on for that long. There were some issues that were personal. We women in the United States wanted to be treated equally. And luckily the movement or the change at that time allowed us to work through that. And we professionals wanted to work in development. And for that, we needed to put the hat of professionals and we work as professionals and be known as the group that could deliver. We worked way beyond the expected usually. We used to use the word to be humble. We used to work at being sure that we would deliver beyond the client's expectations.
Did you ever worry that creative might be identified as focusing too much on women and sort of get pigeonholed in a way into that specific program area? Did you ever have to, push in the opposite direction and, try to present yourselves as not necessarily a gender-focused firm as you focus on so many different things?
Well, we organically grew. So as we grew, it was kind of past performance that allows you to get to the next step. For me and for us, always was the opportunity to do the best task we can do in development. Now, women's issues as it evolved, and gender issues, has become a professional and technical expertise for which some people have the skills. Just being a female doesn't make you
Sure.
a gender specialist. So we do have some area of expertise there, but it's really wonderful that the world has acknowledged that that's an area that requires professionalism. It's the task that matters.